Cybertron, our home. For generations, it has been a peaceful world, until pride and a lust for power divided us. Now we fight enemies who were once our brothers. Our tragic war has ravaged Cybertron.
It is a necessary war to return us to glory.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
The Decepticons will bring this world to order!
Our defeat would mean the end of everything.
My victory will mark a brilliant new beginning!
One shall stand.
One shall fall!
Hello everybody, this is Kyrix welcoming you to the start of another Let's Play. This is Transformers War for Cybertron. And I've been putting this off for a while, not because I don't want to play the game, but because this game has a co-op multiplayer campaign mode for 3 people. Because this game was designed to be played by 3 people. And after playing a few random things on the internet with just random strangers and no microphones between us, I gotta say, even then, it's a vast improvement over the one-player system. Now, the means to play this in multiplayer are not currently within my grasp, because I lost my microphone, and I don't have any of my Let's Play friends who own a copy of this game. I have plans to eventually get this for myself and 2 other people online on Steam, probably. Whatever's cheapest. But that's a long ways off, and even then, I don't want to put it off, because if I don't do this, I can't do Fall of Cybertron either, which I own. This is a rental. So, I'm going to do this Let's Play, and I'm going to do it solo, and then I'm going to do Fall of Cybertron. And should the time arise where I have enough people with computer copies of the game, we will do this all on PC as another Let's Play, a co-op Let's Play, and we'll do it on the hardest difficulty. Now, what we have here is I'm just going to hit campaign and go with whatever the default is. I'm not screwing around with the settings. As usual, this is the PlayStation 3 version of the game, so without further ado... Yeah, that's fine. Solo campaign, because I am not connected to the internet on this profile. Medium. Strongly recommend that I review the tutorials. That's fine, I've played this game before. Chapter select. Dark Energon. Now, when given the opportunity when it comes to the Decepticons, I tend to choose Megatron simply because his weapon's the most powerful, and I can just blow things away, and it doesn't require a lot of accuracy, and his tank form's just ridiculously powerful. Brawl, in multiplayer, if I can't choose Megatron, I choose Brawl. Barricade's a weapon of last resort, basically. And I will be choosing Megatron in every chapter that he's available. But whenever there's new characters, I'll explain what I do with those characters.
Civil war has ravaged Cybertron, homeworld to the Transformers, for millions of years. Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, recently discovered an ancient power that will give him the edge to win over the hated Autobots. Called Dark Energon, this power remains locked away in an orbital station under the protection of a Sky Commander named Starscream.
This is obviously in the very early days of the Decepticons. If you haven't already, and I'm pretty sure you haven't, there's a book out called Transformers Exodus, and it chronicles the start of both this game and Transformers Prime. Even though they're not completely compatible, the War of and Fall of Cybertron series and Transformers Prime are considered to be the same continuity, the aligned universe, if you will.
Lord Megatron, you're certain it's
And
here?
Exodus ties into both of them very loosely. So, between Transformers Prime, Transformers Exodus, Transformers War of and Fall of Cybertron, you get the whole picture of what the series is.
Sublight engines are offline. Shields at 15%. Reroute all power to forward guns and thrusters. Full speed ahead. But sir, that's suicide. Any further objections? Ram this warship.
Yeah, Megatron's not the best guy to work for. Anyway, if my microphone volume seems to fluctuate, it's because I keep moving back and forth, because this is a capture card thing. So it requires me to record this in a sitting position, whereas usually I like to record laying down. More comfortable that way.
Lucky to have survived.
But I can't do that because the capture card is rather long and it wobbles around and all sorts of other miscellaneous crap. Oh god, hold on a second. First off, let me, can I turn these off? Okay, cool. Everything works now. I was going right when I didn't mean to. I wasn't pressing anything, I was just walking to the right. Now, this is a Transformers game, so naturally, we are capable of transformation. You'll see me using that a lot, simply because we have weapons in both robot and vehicle mode. And ammo is retardedly scarce in this game. I don't know why, it just is. It really sucks to play multiplayer because you're always out of ammo. And you're competing for it because they don't spawn ammo in accordance to your needs.
For over 1,000 years.
I am Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. This space station is Decepticon property. Surrender immediately.
Whoever you are, you've traveled a long way just to meet your doom.
Oh good, it doesn't look like the microphone's picking up the feedback. Basically, I don't have the microphone, or not the headphone, the microphone. I don't have the headphones in my ears anymore. I have them dangling behind my ears so that I can hear easy. Damn it. But anyway, that's because I cannot, without tweaking the settings of the actual game, I cannot control the volume.
The honor is all yours.
Oh, wait, wrong board. I'm playing this level constantly because, well, various reasons, really.
They're tearing us apart. We hate those sentry guns.
When Megatron stays here, you stay, or when Megatron shoots you, you stay shot. Yeah, I butchered that, didn't I? Anyway, I can't control the volume, so if I have them both in my ears, then it just completely blasts my eardrums, and I can't hear, and I end up yelling to compensate, you know? Because I can't hear my own voice, so I can't tell what my volume is. So I tend to put one in there. Well, this game tends to be in stereo, which means certain things are on certain sides. And I'll miss half the conversation if it happens to happen on the right side of my head, which is the one that tends to not be plugged in. So I've come up with the alternative of just putting them behind my ears, because the volume's loud enough that even when they're not in my ears, I can still hear them. Now I have to be careful. In multiplayer, if I go down, my allies can revive me. They can just walk over and say, "Hey, here's a boost," you know? I don't have that option right now. Yeah, that didn't work. So, if I die, I flat out die. Period. So I need to watch my health and be very careful, basically. I'm gonna try and do this without continues, but let's face facts, I'm not that good at this game. That's not to say I'm bad at it, but I'm not a pro, you know? There are some games I can just do a pro run of. Can't really think of many of them off the top of my head, but I know they exist.
They won't make it past us.
I shall hold you to that, soldier.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna get blown up at least once. Like now, perhaps. Nope, Energon cube. Yay.
There they are! Crush them!
The only problem with Megatron is I can't hit fast-moving targets because I have slow-moving projectiles. They will take out anything anywhere remotely near them, but that implies that I'm actually able to hit something near them, like the wall. Naturally, it's very hard to shoot down aircraft with this friggin' fusion cannon of this. Actually, I don't know if it's called the fusion cannon or the riot cannon in this, but whatever it's called, it's a great weapon. It'd be greater if I had more ammo.
Enemy car approaching! Ready to fire!
Naturally, the tank turret hurts the most. Nope, we're not going there yet. Why not? Because I need ammo. I think that trophy is for blowing up a whole bunch of cars in one shot.
Megatron!
3 guesses how I did that.
Scrapment by now. Your survival.
Here's a hint. If you had to guess, you obviously weren't watching. Shame on you.
Shall not be denied, Starscream.
I'm going through all the trouble to record this and you're not even watching. It's making me so sad. Yeah, like I watch half these Let's Plays. Anyone's Let's Plays, really. I basically just turn them on and listen to them. And if I hear something that sounds like I should have watched it, I'll rewind it. You know?
Starscream knows this station inside and out. He may yet give you.
I love this game, but the sequel's so much better. Speaking of loving the series and talking of sequels, I must be in the minority, but I don't hate the Michael Bay movies, you know? And I grew up in the 80s, so I grew up with the original Optimus Prime, the original Megatron, and all of that. I still love those. I still love the 80s movie. I think, you know, being the person I am, I think one of the most amazingly inspirational moments of the series was Optimus Prime in the movie just thrashing Decepticons with the touch blaring in the background. You know, that's one of the greatest moments in Transformers history.
Wow, that's a
And yet, I still like the Michael Bay movies. I like Cybertron. Or not Cybertron, I like Armada. I didn't like Cybertron or Energon much. Not a fan of animated. Love Prime, love Beast Wars. I can live with Beast Machines, you know. Love Generation 1, although, oddly enough, I have almost no memories of anything after the movie. I mean, I've seen episodes. I remember as a kid wondering who the heck all these new people were and where Optimus Prime was, but other than that, I really have to sit down and watch it. I really do. And I have been on Netflix. I suppose I should actually do my own fighting, you know? Oh, I know where I am. I know where I am. Turrets. Now, turrets are a big thing in this game, and not so much in the sequel. I think you use a turret once or twice in the sequel, but in this game, they're a big deal. For more than one reason. As you can see, I have infinite ammo, and my ammo counter isn't going down. There's no cooldown, there's no overheat, there's nothing. I just sit in this thing, and I am just death in a chair. Now, if we were in multiplayer, remember how I said I can be revived? Well, if I die in a turret, I'm dead. There is no saving throw, there is no revive, there's no nothing. So if your health's getting low, you gotta ditch your turret fast. In this game, if I die for any reason, I'm dead, so not so much of a worry for me. Now, I mentioned the infinite ammo because in a minute that's going to become important. Hey, I figure I've got infinite ammo, why take my finger off the trigger, right? Besides, I gotta compensate for this horrible aim somehow. Yes, that's right, run into the bullets. Now, you'll notice I have a button that says Detach Turret. When I do that, I rip it off. It no longer has infinite ammo. I lose my ability to double jump. I can't transform, I can't make melee attacks. There's a whole lot of crap I can't do. But what I can do is rain death upon my opponent for 300 bullets, looks like. Yeah. Not gonna mess with that, because you'll notice my Energon meter doesn't have actual bars in it. That's because I have some kind of Energon shield. That's nice. Ow. Fortunately, since I'm Megatron, I don't need a double jump because I have hover. I do need some ammo. Not for this gun, it can't be reloaded. I need ammo for my regular gun. Gotta be a little more careful with my shots here because, well, no more infinite. Once this is done, I have to manually drop it, and then it'll disappear if it's out of ammo. And if I don't manually drop it, I'll just keep going click, click, click. So very important, when you're done with the turret, put it down.
Excellent.
Now, if I were Brawl or Barricade, I would... Oops, you're a Decepticon. I would not have been able to make it up that ramp. I would have had to put my turret down and just bite the bullet. Dead prisoner. Dead prisoner. Dead prisoner. Dead. 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 You get to die, and you get to die. Okay. Two. Whoops. It's just some mook. Yeah, I was in a multiplayer thing. This is part of a trophy if I leave one alive. Such a wide use of my freaking ammo. If I leave just one alive, I get a trophy called It's Your Lucky Day or something like that. Where basically I slaughter all but one of them. I've got to put this down another time. But the checkpoint system is such that if one player hits a checkpoint, everyone's teleported there. And to hell with what you want. Well, I gotta put it down anyway, so let's complete it. Actually, in hindsight, I really didn't have to put it down, but who cares? I think I got all but one of them now. So let's go up!
We show them no mercy.
Here's Jetfire.
My name is Jetfire. I'm not here to fight. That makes one of
us.
us.
See.
Speak your piece.
Now, Jetfire, originally a Decepticon in most continuities, goes to Autobot's side. He's not one of the aerial bots, I don't think, but interesting story, in G1, he was a Veritech. They basically went to him across and said, hey, can we use your Valkyrie toy as a Transformer model, or something to that effect. So, he was a toy Veritech as we know it from Robotech. Or a Valkyrie if you watch Macross instead.
Megatron.
So, as you can imagine, he was kind of a pain to license as a toy.
Soundwave, report.
Or after the point.
Control of this portion of the station and established your base of operations. Scans indicate that Starscream has locked down all logical routes to the Dark Energon reactor.
The problem with having these headphones behind my ears is most of what he just said was a blur to me.
To tunnel our way.
Quiet. There must
Then
be
again, I
another
don't really need to
access
hear the
point.
dialogue. I can
We
watch
have
it
to
in the
reach
video
the
later.
station's
You know, if I'd
next
stop
pod.
talking over it.
Megatron, I have located a nearby data matrix center to reveal any alternate routes of entry to the next pod. Advanced teams have already been set to clear your
I don't
path.
think I need this. I
Then we
don't.
have no time to waste.
I don't think I need ammo, but I'm going to look for it anyway. Because ammo is so retardedly scarce, as I put out. Or, not put out, but pointed out.
Another
Yes,
instrument of my wrath.
This will be useful for later. Much more useful than It's very important that I have a secondary weapon, especially as Megatron.
Soldiers look pretty banged up.
Unacceptable. They should be victorious or dead. They're putting up a good
Now, one of the things, I don't know if this is from the original Generation 1, but in the Aligned universe, Megatron was originally a gladiator in the Pits of Chaos, as were most of the early Decepticons,
Statistically unlikely.
Soundwave being especially true to that case. So, Megatron treats everything as though he's still in the pits. Everything's a fight to him, everything's a struggle. If it isn't, it's not worth doing.
Look like an Autobot to you.
Let me put it this way, if Megatron had a choice between fighting a war for 1,000,000 years and literally being handed Cybertron after a week of just talk, he'd fight. He'd just screw the talk. He'd figure, if I can get it by talk, it's not worth having in the first place. He is an absolute conqueror by nature. But he started off very much as just a revolutionary, supposedly working towards rights for everyone. Because Cybertron had a very rigid caste system. You did what you were programmed to do from birth, and that's all you ever did. That's all you could ever be. You couldn't aspire to be more, you couldn't do more. Optimus Prime, originally known as Orion Pax, was a filing clerk. He worked in a library. Yeah, you got too close, big boy. There we go. Oops, you're one of mine. Just wasted that
Cannot be
shot.
stopped.
I'm just about out of ammo.
Look at that four-wheel
Still guys. Crap. Hi. Wow, maybe that was my bad aim. Anyway, one of the reasons, at least in this universe, why Soundwave is so fiercely loyal to Megatron is Megatron's the only gladiator to ever best Soundwave in combat. Theirs was, normally their battles are a fight to the death. In the case of Soundwave, it was a fight to wound, which is why Soundwave's still alive. In this continuity, Megatron had never lost a gladiatorial match, and Soundwave's sole loss was to Megatron. So, that's why Soundwave does his bidding. Anyway. I'll explain more as it comes to me. Now, one major difference between this game and Fall of Cybertron is there are lots and lots of boss fights in this game. Pretty much one for every level.
Just a short delay here while I recharge.
I'd say poke your head out and I'll take it off. Come on, big boy. Drop your shield. Not gonna do it, are you? Of course I'm gonna do it. Grenades. That's something we won't have in the sequel either. Say, was I out of range or am I just that bad a shot? Sad thing is, both were equally likely. Anyway. We won't have turrets much in the other game. We won't have bosses, almost no bosses in the other game. Grenades are pretty much gone, which is sad because the grenades are pretty useful once you know how to use them. Not that they're a big secret.
He takes over the...
Incidentally, the book and the series have cleared up something that I'd been kind of iffy on. I'd always thought that pretty much there'd always been Autobots and Decepticons. Turns out, the whole thing started with Megatron and Optimus. Or rather, Megatron and Orion Pax. Because that's really how this whole thing got started. Basically, Megatron, formerly known as Megatronus, named after the Fallen, one of the 13 Primes, was, hold on. It does that sometimes. It'll just load like that. What weapon is this?
I look forward to updating it.
That's a good one. I like that one. Anyway, he wanted to address the High Council and basically air his grievances. Orion Pax spoke to Alpha Trion to get him that audience with him along, basically to interpret and to diplomatize, or whatever you want to say. And the council was so moved by him that they named him Prime over Megatron. Megatron didn't take that well. He took that as a betrayal and basically thought, you know, like you do, oh, you meant to be Prime all along, you know? And you just wanted to usurp my position and make me look like a fool. And that right there in the council chamber is what sparked off the whole war.
Soundwave.
Anyway, I will be doing one of these chapters per episode, however long it takes. So some of these are going to be long, and some of these are going to be short, and hopefully they're all going to be in one single go.
Starscream, this acrimony is needless. I know who you once were, Sky Commander, and that you were betrayed. With Dark Energon, I shall return Cybertron to its former glory, and you to yours.
Okay, 2 cubes if I need.
Serve me.
You're a fool! No one can control Dark Energon!
Ah, crap, we're doing this again. I've noticed Megatron's gun has this kind of vacuum influence. Okay, there's those guys now. Anything back here that I should worry about? Not really. Now, there are little sub-challenges I can do, like there's an Autobot symbol in every level that I can destroy. There's a Decepticon symbol I can destroy. I'm not going to bother with those. I don't know where they are. I don't care where they are. There's nothing concretely gained from getting them, so I'm not going to. There's also, I think, 3 laser beaks hidden through the game that I can blow up. don't care about those either. This isn't a challenge run, this isn't a blind run, this is just me playing a game.
There's a route to the manufacturing plant nearby. That star screen has not yet blocked. Transmitting coordinates.
Excellent! Decepticons, lock this room
Now,
down
I mentioned
and await our return.
the extra ammo from vehicle modes. What I didn't mention, which is obvious, is the added mobility of a vehicle. Okay, this guy's kind of a jerk. Oops, missed. Can't really afford to do that. And yet I keep doing it. Now, it's worth mentioning, he's got that shield protecting him, but with Megatron's gun, it doesn't really matter all that much. He has a weak spot on his back, which I'm not really messing with. If you look, you can actually see it glowing back there. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Yeah, that just changed the whole name of this game. I forgot Megatron's special ability is I can siphon the Energon out of someone. Which is kind of funny because I meant to throw a grenade and I just can't remember how to do that for some reason. That's not it. That's not it either. How do I throw a grenade? Okay, you know what? I think I actually will go into the tutorial for this. No, that's not it. Pickups. It's the controls.
What exactly did they manufacture here?
Transport devices for Dark Energon. The ancients constructed special pods.
I don't
that
like
could
that one
launch
as much.
to any
It's not a
part
bad
of
weapon. It's
Cybertron.
actually very strong, but not my first choice. Anyway, let's see. Little shit, did you just steal my ammo? Yes, you did. I needed that. Okay, this place. I was thinking I was at the snipers already. There's a part where I gotta fight a bunch of snipers and they're, as you can imagine, a huge pain in the ass. Ah, circle. That makes sense, right?
Heads up! Decepticons!
Heads off.
Megatron, according to my scans, the manufacturing plant is directly below your floor.
There's no exhaust coming from that vent. We can blast through to
Gee, you guys are a huge help.
concerned at all driving into the belly of a furnace? Aren't you concerned that I might tire of your pointless chatter?
And going down in tank mode, because I can. Okay, in multiplayer this is a huge pain in the ass, because some people can't comprehend the concept of don't step on the glowy bits. Okay, let it burn.
Those fans
Then you
will
run.
split you in two. I can't use you if you're dead.
Let it go off. It's gonna go off, right? Yep. Let it go off. And then you move. Real simple. Some people have issues with that. Ooh, crap. Like, you know, me, apparently. No. That's the thing is, it's... You just gotta be anywhere near it and it goes off. Or it just takes chunks at you.
at the bottom.
Okay, that's ammo. And that... more ammo. And what the hell is it? Oh, this is a weapon. Oh. More ammo for that, I guess.
Megatron, Starscream is limited
Okay, one of these is Energon.
to the production facility. Expect resistance.
Probably this one. Nope. This is more ammo. See, the game's fairly generous with the Energon. It's other stuff you gotta worry about. Like ammo. You know, the stuff you really need. Wasn't looking for that one, it just kind of happened.
This place is pretty active to be thousands of years old.
Soundwave reactivated it upon
Time
my
for a drive, I
orders.
guess.
I have very special plans for this facility.
Now, I've only played through this game in its entirety once. I played through bits of it recently, like I finished off pretty much the entirety of the Autobot.
Crush them!
Gonna regret wasting that later. I've done this level like 3 different times, myself and with other people. Pain in the ass, really. Okay. These snipers will take absolute chunks out of me if I let them. And I don't think this door will open. It won't. Oh, that one is getting a headshot on snipers. I wondered how I got that originally. Turns out this is how I got it. I just lucked out and apparently hit them in the head with this huge freaking gun. Which is, as I guessed, the fusion cannon. Actually, anything down there? No, probably just death. Waste a bullet. It's just a level to which you suck. Okay. Whoa! Hi. Oh, it's another one of these, huh?
Decepticon grenade deployed!
Come on. Come on, hurry up and die. If you hit him in the back, they go down real quick. But you gotta hit him in the back. Which is very difficult in one-player mode. Because the AI won't always tank their interest. Whereas with 2 people, you can just... or even 3. Okay. This is one of those vehicle mode areas. Get out of my way. It's so stupid sometimes. Ow. Oh, I'm so lucky I've got an Energon shield. That's another thing. Health and special weapons are handled differently in Fall of Cybertron.
I will use these canisters to transport it to Cybertron. The Autobot supplies will be token.
I'm actually not doing too bad in this when you consider the fact that half the time I can't see them.
I tire of these futile attempts to resist me. Dark
Let's get my big
Energon
gun back.
will
Ooh,
be
that's right. I
mine.
switched from the big gun for a reason.
What makes you think you can control the Dark Energon, what no one else has ever been able to?
Only the strong are worthy of such a weapon barricade. I am the strongest. and do not question me again.
See, my problem is I'll go off on a tangent and then forget where I was
Cybertron.
talking, you know?
Flyers inbound!
Right. I'm gonna try and do something really stupid right now for a trophy that I don't need. I want it, but I don't need it. Come on. Down here. Still. Hold still. If I can melee one of these little buggers out of the air, there's a word for it. You can imagine that's a bit of a trick to pull off. What are you doing down there?
Target acquired. Engaging now.
That was
Where
stupid.
do we go now, Megatron?
The damage looks old. It's been this way for a good while. But no weapon I know of could have done this.
I don't care.
Well, the good news is, since I'm not
Find a way
competing with other
across.
human beings for ammo, I don't need to rush ahead and I can actually take my time and do this part.
Yes. This
I
is
was just absolutely cussing out the screen
the
because
entire area lies in shambles.
when you die, when anyone dies, it's game over for the whole team and you gotta restart from the last checkpoint. I would go down this pathway and get all the way to the door, to the point where if I had 10 more seconds, I'd have gotten to the checkpoint. And then one of the idiots would die. It's always the same one, and I couldn't say anything because it was his game and we didn't have microphones. If I had microphones, I would have told him, just don't do anything, I've got this, you know? You guys stay back, fight the aerial bots, or, I'm sorry, these are sequels. Aerial bots come later. And anyway, I've got this, just give me a minute. And what happened is he kept falling into a freaking pit. He kept missing his jump and falling into a pit and getting us all killed. Now, the AI, to the best of my knowledge, is incapable of getting killed. Which means that if I die, it'll be because I screwed up and not them. There we go. Let's reload this. There we go. Now, when I did this, I was Brawl and he was Megatron and he kept getting killed. Considering that Megatron has that little hover ability, I'm not sure how he managed that. Brawl, in case you're wondering, has a dash, and Barricade, I believe, has a cloak. Thinking that I was using a fusion cannon. Actually, I don't want to go there yet. Ammo. Oh, nope, that's a weapon. What weapon? Nope, don't care about that weapon. As I said, ammo's scarce in this game. I never figured out why, but it is. I suppose from a story standpoint you could say, oh, well, they're running out of Energon, so they don't have as much for ammo. Except, they're running out of Energon even more in the sequel, and I almost never run completely out of ammo in that one. So, what's the excuse, you know? This is relatively near the middle of the war on Cybertron, and the second game is the end of the war. this is kind of a pain. Exactly why. Grenades, yeah?
This will channel my rage.
Hey, these are actually really good grenades if I recall.
Rock and roll!
You. And you're dead.
Precious
Megatron, I have downloaded the station's log, transmitting history.
Fascinating. According to this, a quantity of Dark Energon became unstable, and the resulting explosion destroyed this part of the station.
Dark Energon did all of this?
Those fools had no idea how to control it. I'll not make the same mistake.
Yeah, let that sink in. The thing that Megatron's after is what wrecked this part of the station. Kind of important to keep that in mind. Yeah, you do that, Brawl. What's that barricade? I don't know. I'm not exposed to their voices enough to really know that, or even care.
Decepticons!
Not a Decepticon, the Decepticon. Show some respect. This is Lord Megatron here. And he earned that freaking title. By killing everyone who questioned his usage. Come on. Nope, that is not the grenade I thought it was, and that's... Okay. That was my first continue because that wasn't the grenade I thought it was. I thought it was the Energon grenade that when you throw it makes a bubble that heals you.
Megatron, I have downloaded the station's log, transmitting history.
Fascinating. According to this, a quantity of Dark Energon became unstable, and the resulting explosion destroyed this part of the station.
Dark Energon did all of this?
Those fools had no idea how to control it. I'll not make the same mistake.
This was, grenades, yeah. Okay. Don't need those. Special one? No. But a heal's a heal. It's not like I'll be back here later, so I may as well grab it now. Oh, that hurt. You obviously don't know who you're shooting at. Alright, you little bastard, where are you? There you are. Where'd that one come from? Oh, you're freaking kidding me. that's useful. Found myself a lot more than a minute. Good freaking bye, asshole.
For your sake, I hope that was an accident.
Yeah, like you could do anything. There's a reason no one talked about Lord Barricade. Oh my god, if you got me freaking killed. Good weapon. It'll do.
Another instrument of my wrath.
Given the choice, I'd rather have a scrap maker, or what's the other one I use?
Now their attempts to harm me are even more laughable.
A scrap maker or a null ray. A much better weapon than null ray. Not that this pistol's completely useless or anything.
The floor is splitting apart.
Quickly, jump to the other side.
Wow, I made it this time. No. And there's Screamer himself.
No one has ever survived to reach this place.
You shall soon learn, Starscream. I decide what is possible and what isn't.
Guards, hold him off while I destroy the last of the Dark Energon remnants.
Yeah, have fun with that screen.
Enemy car approaching. Ready to fire?
There you are. It's not like I'll be able to use this when I fight Starscream or anything.
Now, in the presence of Megatron.
Cube will be useful later, I'm sure.
Stop him! I need more time to initiate the sequence.
Cannot let Starscream succeed. Do you hear me? I won't allow it. All shall fall before Megatron.
Having none of your crap today, turret. Get out of my freaking way! Okay, this one I think? No. This one. That's not either. Oh, wonderful. It's one of those. Out of the way, barricade! Oh, not her.
Cooling cycle beginning.
Okay, that Energon cube better still be back here somewhere. Ammo. High ammo. They can't. We didn't bring that con with us.
You're too late! I have initiated the destruction sequence!
There we go.
Weapons armed!
Much better.
Hands up! Set the gun!
Got a turret. I've got more or less full health. Got some pretty good weapons, and I'm mostly topped off on ammo. Yep, bad day to be one of my enemies. Yeah, the downside to one of these turret enemies is they're such a pain to kill. The good news is, if you do kill them, you get their turret. I just like the noise it makes.
This is a true instrument of destruction. This will channel my rage.
Okay, where's my exit? Here's my exit, yeah? No. Find and secure Dark Energon, that's nice. Ah, here we go. I see it.
You arrogant fool! No one has ever survived direct contact! What? This isn't possible. No. No one can control Dark Energon. It dominates and destroys everything it touches.
I am the Dominator. I am the Destroyer. I am Megatron! Decepticons, receive your birthright. I can feel the power. It's amazing. Now, I shall deal with Starscream.
Optimus Prime has a similar barrier busting ability where he just uses his axe. Let's walk through this. So insane.
Dark Energon is mine to command. Through my will alone shall Cybertron be restored.
It's too unstable, Megatron. Using that power, you're endangering our entire world!
Teach me, Megatron. Teach me to wield Dark Energon the way you do, and I will serve you.
And what could you possibly offer me that I cannot simply take?
The supply of Dark Energon aboard this station is nearly exhausted. I know how to manufacture more. There was once an Energon bridge that fed this station directly. I know how to reconnect it.
Traitor! Zeta Prime will hear about this!
Shall I send Thundercracker and Skywarp to retrieve him? Lord Megatron?
No. I want the Autobots' leader to know his doom approaches. Once we have this station online, nothing can stop me. Now go. Find this Energon bridge and reactivate it for your new master.
Anyway, that brings Chapter 1 to a close. I'm Kyrix, and this has been Let's Play Transformers War for Cybertron. See you next week. Bye-bye.